went back to the hotel and feared that I might see him again.
Bruh, first of all, what parent's gonna send their 7-year-old daughter to some community showers alone? Why wouldn't the mom be like, yeah, let me come with you? You need a shower too? You was in the same car as me for 8 hours. Now, this next one's called Why Does My Family Hate Me? This was uploaded by our Ate Sapphire. This was sent to us by Kmart Jackson. I didn't add the T. It's not Kmart Jackson. Thank you for following the directions and following me on Twitter, sending me this story. See, the rest of y'all could be getting shout outs too, but y'all just tripping.
Hey, I'm Sapphire. Want to listen to
Hey! Hey!
my family?
Oh.
The following story is based on a submission from Desiree.
Thanks, Desiree.
I used to think my family hated me. Maybe hate is a strong word. I definitely did not feel particularly well liked. I was my parents' least favorite compared to my 2 younger sisters. They just never seemed to want to be around me or talk to me. They wouldn't even let me take care of our hamster, Lulu. I thought I was being paranoid, but my parents' cold demeanor became more apparent when we moved into a new house. They gave me the room at the very end of the hallway, secluded and removed from everything else. They claimed it was so I could have privacy, but I think they just wanted me far away. That room gave me the creeps. I remember the first night there, I woke up and heard hushed voices echoing in the walls of my room. I couldn't make out everything they were saying, except for my name, the many times it came up. The next morning, I told my mom about the voices and that I thought the house might be haunted. You must have heard the pipes or something, she said dismissively, but I know what I heard. I also knew arguing with her wasn't going to go anywhere, so I decided to suck it up. I went to bed with such anxiety that night that I had an incredibly lucid and horrifying nightmare. I was strapped down to my bed, surrounded by dark figures who were chanting over and over, and I couldn't move or scream. I just laid there while these figures sprinkled me with unknown substances.
I think we're gonna have to call Chief on that. What are these substances?
The next morning at breakfast, I silently ate while my parents asked my sisters how school was going. Then Jamie, one of my sisters, turned to me. Are you still hearing things at night, Sissy? She asked. I was actually a little startled by the sudden attention on me. Yeah, and I actually had a pretty bad dream last night. Felt like there were people in my room or something. My sister then turned to look at my parents. I felt like they were telepathically talking about me right in front of me. Then Jamie spoke again. Mom, you should give her that stuff to make her sleep better. My mom nodded. I was still taken aback by this sudden interest in helping me sleep better.
Oh, they setting her up, dude.
Before bed that night, I swallowed the pill that my mom gave me. As an extra precaution, I gathered as many religious items from around the house. Crucifixes, paintings, as many as my hands could carry, and put them in my room.
What was this tag on my shirt scratching a freak?
Thought they would protect me from whatever was haunting me during my sleep. The following morning, I woke up in a panic. Everything I had put up the night before was now on the ground, shattered in pieces. I knew my parents were not going to be happy, but I also felt like this was proof that there was something in my room. So I ran to tell my parents. There must have been an earthquake during the night, I guess, my mom said. But nothing else in the house was broken. Only the religious items in my room. It didn't add up. I spent that whole day crying in my room. Before bedtime, Jamie came in with her hands cupped in a ball. She hopped on my bed and opened her hands. Here, maybe Lulu will help you sleep tonight, she said. I glanced out the door and back at my stir. Is Mom okay with that? She doesn't have to know. I thanked my sister and lay down to bed, snuggling Lulu in my hands. When I woke up the next morning, Lulu had moved. I felt around my pillows and blankets, but I couldn't find her. I realized it was an idiotic idea to fall asleep like that with a tiny animal.
Freaking idiot.
I figured she must have run out of my room under the door in the middle of the night, so I went looking for her. The rest of my family was already up and in the middle of breakfast.
This is why they don't like you.
I couldn't let them know I had lost Lulu, so I decided to continue my search after I had a couple bites. But after swallowing one spoonful of cereal, I spit it out onto the table. I suddenly felt incredibly nauseous. I began dry heaving over the table until I coughed up a small clump of brown fur. My family immediately stood up and began praying the Lord's Prayer.
You ate it?
Easy. And blacked out. When I came to, I was strapped on my bed with my family standing around me, sprinkling unknown substances all over me. What are you doing? Why do you hate me? I cried, frantically trying to release myself. The expressions of each of my family members turned to sadness. We don't hate you, Desiree, my dad said. We hate who you become at night. Yeah, I don't understand. You've tried to kill each and every one of us.
Oh!
My dad continued, multiple times. We're trying to help you, sissy, Jamie chimed in. But nothing seems to be working. I didn't know what to think. This whole time, I thought that I was being traumatized by a demon in my room. And I was the demon. My family didn't hate me. They're just afraid of me. And I think I am too.
So first off, this story was sent in by Desiree. Desiree, is there something you want to tell us? Based on a true story? Desiree? Alright, you guys, that's going to do it for this week's episode of Spooky Scary Sunday. This one was a light episode. It had a little bit of everything. A lot of variety. I can appreciate that. You know, we had a little John Wick Kung Fu alien action. We have some weirdness with the girl with the pool table head. We watched so many, I can't remember none. Now, next week. How many times will I be tested? How many times?
お前はもう
I'm starting to think that you just don't understand something. They don't make them like they used to. I'm cut from a different cloth. I am a different breed. I am the chosen. What freak you laughing at? You think this is funny? I asked you guys to send me your best memes and vagueness on Twitter. You're not following me? I'm coming to your doorstep tonight. Watch your back, me. And we got over 6,000 submissions. And I can guarantee, without a doubt, not one, not a singular iota will break me. And you already know why. I am the chosen! There's something in my eye this whole time. And y'all wasn't gonna tell me though. I'm sitting here making this long freaking intro, thinking that I'm cool. And it was a dang cryptic unknown. Think you make me laugh, huh? You think you know my humor? Boy.
Jeepers! Jinkies! Hi, Georgie.
That's good. You almost got me. What's wrong with y'all?
Why don't you make me? I'll make trash. I burn it. Then I guess you're a garbage man. Why don't you?
it's so much work. We should never see it. That's what you get. Since I found this thing, I don't know, some weird stuff's been happening.
Oh! Oh, you.
I was so confused at the beginning. I was like, what's happening? Yo, who said this? Kaylin. Shout out to Kaylin. First one to make me laugh. Yeah, that's how this is gonna work. If you make me laugh, since this is on Twitter, then you just get a straight shout out. They was freaking arguing. Okay, alright. Y'all know the deal. I got 3 lives, okay? That's one of them. Let me roll this thing. No, Yoda. It's better? Oh my, it's so much work. We should never see it. Yo, the way he got back, bro. We should never see it. No. Kayla, you know my humor. Y'all want another Oreos cookie? Slice that like button. That proof and make it sound good. You hear me?
Yeah, I make positivity music. The opposite of 21.
Yeah, I make words. Oh my God. Listen, 4, 7, 8, 9. Hold on, just a second. I'm sorry. My cats are. Stop! Get off the couch!
Crunches, that's what I love. Nestle Crunch. When it crunches.
The freak?
Stupid story.
Gee, Patrick, it seems like you would care a lot about stupid stars, considering you are one.
That meme with this song is just not funny to me. Like, I keep hearing this song, and I haven't laughed from it yet. Headache clear. Nice, almost. Almost. I want to meet that dude.
I figured out a way to record without ink hands. You do have to be a boy, though.
Damn! Freaking fan fell on his head. Damn! press his melon one more time.